Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. Today's hot, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to get a lot hotter. 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 37.5 degrees Celsius is really too hot for plants like your tomatoes and peppers. Doesn't kill them off, but that heat, especially when the root zone warms up, and if you have sunny days, 100 degree temps, 37 degrees Celsius, and the sun is pounding the root zone, sometimes your plants shut down. They kind of go dormant. They may drop flowers, they may drop fruit. So for the next 7 days, we're going to have really high temperatures, and I want to show you some ways to mitigate the damage and having your plants kind of shut down. This is just a way to get a continued harvest from your tomatoes and peppers and even your cucumbers. So let me show you what I'm doing now. The plants that I'm most concerned about are my tomatoes and my cucumbers. Peppers can do a little bit better in the high heat, but a shade cloth can also help them, especially if the period of heat, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 37.5 degrees Celsius, is good to go beyond 7 days. I think you do want to cover the pepper plants with some shade cloth. We'll talk about that in a second. Tomatoes here are doing really well. The soil has not been mulched yet. I'm a little bit behind. So the first thing you want to do is put down a good inch, maybe 2 inches, 2.5 centimeters, 5 centimeters of mulch. That is going to keep the sun, as you see it's beating down now, it will keep the sun from heating up the soil and then heating up the roots. The roots get a message it's really hot. The plant can begin to drop flowers, reduce leaves, drop fruit. It basically just shuts down. The plants are smart enough to know when the optimal temperatures are around for them to produce fruit. They don't want to be producing and growing fruit when it's, in the middle of a heat wave. So the plant knows what to do. So you're going to get the mulch down. You're also going to want to water that day, really soak in the soil. Give the plants 24 hours, even 2 days before the heat wave comes to really absorb the moisture into the leaves, get set up, feel pretty good, and then water the plants again really well. Soak in the soil at the beginning of that heat wave. And you're going to want to stay up on the watering, probably, depending on the heat, every other day, every third day, soak the soil down. The water will keep everything cool, help cool the roots, give the plants what they need, and that's really something you can do to help your tomato plants, your cucumber plants, and your pepper plants. Really any summer crop, mulch makes a difference. Next thing we're going to look at is my garden has different structures. So here's a patch of tomatoes, and coming back over here, I can put my shade cloth across these posts over to the arch, and I'm going to create shade. Now, if you're not sure what to buy 50% shade cloth, meaning half the light will get through. You're not going to shade out or hurt the plants, especially for a week, that's fine. If you don't have shade cloth or it's a little bit too pricey, you can use white sheets, burlap, anything to create shade on top of the plants. You're going to get enough light to survive. That's not the issue. Right now we're protecting them from the heat. The shade is going to keep the plants cooler. It's going to keep the soil cooler. In combination with the mulch, you're really going to reduce, generally speaking, the whole kind of root system and plant area. You're going to have that cool down by 20 degrees, Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's a significant drop. And that's going to allow the tomatoes to continue to produce, or it's going to prevent them from shutting down. It's going to prevent your cucumbers from getting beat up. Let's go take a look at the cucumbers. So let's take a look at the cucumbers. I also just got my new Grow Fab fabric pots in. They're made for the Rusted Garden. We designed them, my brother and I. We have them in stone gray and we have them in brown. You can pick them up right now at our seed and garden shop, therustedgarden.com. And I just did a video on how to plant a whole summer garden in fabric pots. These are 10 and 20 gallon pots. We only sell those. Those are what are really perfect for growing any kind of vegetable in your garden. We like to keep things simple. So we have the 10 and 20 gallon pots, and you can pick them up at a good price at our shop. Now in here, I have cucumbers. What's interesting about these is they were both planted at the same time. And as soon as they broke the surface, I mulched these right away. And you can see how much bigger they are. Same variety, same day. This side was not mulched, and are growing a little bit slower. That's not necessarily from the heat, wanting these plants to shut down, but this area dried out much more quickly because the sun was beating down on it. And I think it impacted how they were going to grow. They were all fed the same way. I mean, these are, you know, raised the same exact way. By having the mulch down, it kept the moisture in there. When you have more moisture, the plants can pull in nutrients better and they grow better. More moisture, better they can pull in N, P, and K, better they can grow. So that is just a nice little example. And these are only that tall. The plants over here are really big. I have 2 plants per, I might have to thin them down. So we want to get the mulch down. You can see how mulch really helps maintain the moisture. In this space, I could just throw a sheet over these if I wanted to. So a lot of my garden is set up so that I can drop different trellising, like I could move those if I needed to, if I didn't have anything growing there. I have lots of posts right back there, and I just temporarily set something up to help with the heat of July really here. And you know, I've been in this garden, but for 6 years, 7 years. In Maryland, I've been here for like 20 plus years or something, so I know the heat, and it's getting worse every year. This area, I can drop shade cloth right over the tomato stakes right there. That will provide some shade for them, especially since southern sun and western sun come from this side. So I have a strategy set up to really protect these guys when the temperatures get to those, you know, highs. And just one more way that I'm growing is I'm using the corn, which is now shoulder high, to shade my cucumbers right here. And as soon as I stepped into the shade, it is much cooler. These are nice and green. They're doing pretty well. And southern sun will come in here. The western sun comes in here. The plants get enough. This was a deer that broke into the garden. They get enough sun that it's not going to be an issue, and they're going to get to the top, and you know, they're going to work with the corn to just keep less sun on them, and the cucumbers will do better. In here, the grapes, which are doing really, really well, I mean, look at all those grapes, is protecting the cucumbers in here. Now these guys got a little beat up. This is my first wave. They've been sprayed. They're really, I'm not seeing any female cucumbers on here. So I'm waiting for these to start growing and, you know, really going. Oh, there's one as we speak. So hopefully I start getting cucumbers right there really this week. But the shade will help protect them. When the western sun, we're gonna go slowly, drops into the sky there, the sun pours into here and the cucumbers get enough sun. You can see sun's on the side there when the northeast sun, the morning sun is coming in. Maybe they're getting too much shade, we'll see. I'll, you know, keep working on these. But using plants and trellising that grow, corn, the grapes, is another way to create shade for certain crops that love sun, you know, but they don't want to be pounded 10, 12 hours with direct sun in your garden. And I'm lucky enough to get that 10 to 12 hours here. So I have a lot of different strategies on how I really protect these plants for the month of July. These are my shishito peppers. They are doing really well. A little yellowing at the bottom, but that was from rain and some other issues. But they look good. I've got my posts in, and you can set up any kind of structure to support your sheet, your burlap, or your shade cloth. If I feel like it, I will be dropping, you know, some sort of covering over these 4 posts. They're solid. They're going to stay there for a long time. Maybe I have to secure the cloth to this just so the wind doesn't blow it off. But that's going to give me shade for the peppers if I need it. Peppers, like I said, I don't worry as much about them. Peppers and eggplant tend to do better with the heat. But if it's going to be prolonged period beyond 5 days, 7 days of high heat, 100 degrees F, 37.5 degrees C, I'm going to probably put the shade cloth out on them. This is shade cloth. It doesn't matter if you buy black, white, or green. Being black or darker doesn't heat up the area more. It sheds, you know, heat very, very quickly. And this is above your plants anyway. This is a 50% shade cloth. So it lets in 50% of the sunlight, casts 50% shade, and you can see my hand through there. This is a 70% shade cloth, much thicker, more tightly woven, hard to see my hand. Produces 70% shade, 30% sunlight. They come in all different sizes. What I do recommend is get the shade cloth that has these metal grommets in there. It makes it real easy to secure them to your stakes or your posts or trellising or however you're doing it. So I'm gonna put this up and, you know, just provide that shade, like I was saying, for my plants. We've got cucumbers right in there, and it doesn't have to be fancy. I've got an insect crawling up my leg, hang on. Sorry about that. It was a kind of a big one there. It doesn't really matter how high you put the shade cloth. You can even set it. There's a little bit of a trellising on there. It can press on your plant. You are just protecting more so the ground from getting really hot and the signal getting to the roots that it's way too hot than you are actually the leaves, but leaf protection does help. But it's really all about making the roots feel like it's not, you know, time to panic, time to shut down with production, time to technically, you know, take a break until the cooler weather comes. And you do that by really cooling the soil and the root system. And, you know, you could just drop something right over this and let it loosely hang on your tomato plant if you don't have a lot of them. You know, you could take it down, you know, in the evening, or you can take it down in the morning and put it on in the afternoon. You're just trying to reduce, again, the sun from pounding down on the ground. This is the group of 4 of my tomato plants, and the 50% shade cloth is up. You can see through it. South is that way, west is that way. There's enough shade coming in here to generally cool this space down, which is really going to help the tomato plants. Now, when it gets to that 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 37.5 degrees Celsius, that heat around the leaves does affect the plant. I don't want to just make you think it's just only about the roots, but that's the main concern, is the root area. The leaves are going to kind of lose turgor pressure. They're going to kind of get wimpy and drop and droop. That's just from all the heat that's going on. So with the shade cloth, you should see that go away, or you're going to protect your plants from having to go through that heat stress, which is going to really make a difference for production to continue. And that's the goal, is to keep the harvest and production going through pest pressure, disease pressure, and in this case, temperature pressure. I've already mulched in there. The other thing you want to do is get in, weed everything. You don't want the weeds to be drinking up the water. I'm not going to show you how I water, just do a big soaking. Sometimes in videos, I show you how to water, you know, for transplants and stuff like that. But for plants that are established, it's just a big soaking, get that water in there. Here's the 70% shade cloth, and I just put it on my cattle panel arch, and that's already providing shade. It's gonna get summer sun, or it's gonna get some southern sun right through there, some of the western sun in here, but it's generally gonna protect them for that 7-day period. I like picking up the shade cloth that comes with, again, the grommets. They also come with these little bungee things where you can just insert this end through the hole, back around whatever you're securing it through, and then pull it tight. That's going to keep them, that's going to keep the shade cloth from blowing off if it gets windy. In Maryland, we get lots of winds and we get storms, so it's really important. If you didn't get those, you could just tie them down, use wire, use string, whatever you want to use. But this is going to produce enough shade to keep these plants from shutting down. Next video I'm going to be doing, if you want to subscribe and follow me, is really setting up the area come July, really mid-growth for the tomatoes. What do I do with my tomato plants to keep them going? So they're going to get staked up, lightly pruned, fed, the mulching, I'll be doing the weeding and all that. And that will just get them in shape to continue through July. But in addition to that, in this video, obviously, the shade cloth makes all the difference, because I can prune these, I can feed them, I can water them, but if they're baking in the sun, they're just going to shut down. And right now they're producing, you know, lots of great tomatoes that you can see in there. I want that production to continue. This is the space from earlier in the video. 50% shade cloth up on the stakes. And again, it's these little things that come with the shade cloth that has the grommets that I use to secure it to the cage. Little bungee, I guess. Got in there, cleared out the weeds, put down grass clippings. Grass clippings are one of the best things you can use for mulch. That's gonna dry, turn brown, shrink. When it does that in about 7 to 10 days, I'll put more grass down. And it's just perfect for the soil, for the worms, for the microbes, and for what we need it to do today. Opening up the space too lets in airflow. The other issue that comes here in Maryland is early blight, fungal diseases. We have high humidity, so that airflow, just keeping everything dry, is really important. I think that looks great. Let's take a spin around. Actually, let me step out and we'll walk in. But I put up a bunch of shade cloth. Show you some examples here. Shade cloth comes in all different sizes and shapes. Standard sizes tend to be, less expensive because they make a bunch of them, but you can get, really specific sizes for your garden. I use 70-30 and 50-50 shade cloth, and I don't keep it on all year long. If you were more south, parts of Texas, Arizona, Florida, you might want to keep a shade cloth up really like mid-June through August or something like that. That will allow you to grow peppers, tomatoes, and cucumbers without them really getting, wrecked by the heat. So one example here of a 70-30 shade cloth over the peppers, which I'm not too worried about, but it's really easy to take off. I didn't tie this down, it's just draped on there. And that's great maybe for the 3 days it's gonna be, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, almost 38 plus degrees Celsius. Another one, got to get in there and weed that out. All the tomatoes have to get staked up like I did over here. Here's another one. This is just the 50-50 shade cloth draped over the 4 posts. Already much cooler in there, but these are all falling over. The next video is really about, like I was saying, mid-season care for the tomatoes. We'll finish up right here again. These have all been tied up, weeded. Going to water them this evening. Get the water in there, like I said. Shade cloth, mulch, regular watering during periods of heat. If it's going to be like 1 or 2 days, you probably don't have to worry that much, especially if the nighttime temperatures come down. That will keep things cool. But when you're on 5 days of high heat, especially 7 days or longer, you really want to use the shade cloth. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. I sell tomato and pepper seeds, only $1.75 a pack. All other seeds are only $1.50. And if you're interested in fabric pots, we have our own brand now, brown, stone gray. Check them out. And again, thanks so much for watching.